Jacob Thomas, Reverend Scaria Varghese, families and friends.
Good evening, everyone, and a very good evening to our Ashley. Ashley has been preparing for this day for over a year now, and we were making fun of her, saying that if this is the kind of planning that goes into her high school graduation, what kind of planning would go into her wedding day? And she doesn't do this just for herself. She does it for her sister, her friends, her family. So thank you, Ashley. You make us proud. Dara and I have just written down a few words. I know it's hard to follow Chechi's speech. But before we get started, there's an incident that I'd like to share with all of you when Ashu was 3 years old. So Abby and Ashu are 3 years apart. And this happened when Ashu was a little less than 3, actually. So we were watching a murder mystery movie one night, and the two of them were fast asleep. And as the movie progressed, we heard tiny footsteps coming down the stairs, and it was Abby. And then she just comes, and then she takes a book, which was the way she spent her time, and she just curls up on the sofa and she continues reading the book. A few minutes later, we hear another set of footsteps, and this time it was Ashu. And she just, her usual self, she just hops around like a grasshopper, and she plays with her toys. And then she looks on screen when we were watching the movie, and there was an inappropriate scene that just shows up on screen. So immediately what I do is the motherly instinct in me, I asked her to go grab a glass of water from the kitchen. So she taps her sister and says, Chechi, let's go to the kitchen and let's go get some water. So the two of them go, and this continues. So every time there was an inappropriate scene, I would ask Ashu to go get water. She would tap her sister, and the two of them would just go to the kitchen and then come back with water. So this just continued on and on. At one point of the movie, we just totally forgot, because it was a murder mystery, so we were just so engrossed in the movie, we totally forgot that the two of them were sitting there. So there was another inappropriate scene that comes up. And before even we could say anything, Ashu tells Abby, Chechi, I think it's time for us to go grab water for Dada and Mama. So that's Ashu for you, our hot chili pepper, our firecracker. We are proud of you, Ashu. And I'm sorry we're not done.
So Ashu, as you stand at the edge of this new chapter, our hearts are full. Not just with pride, but with a gentle ache that comes from watching you grow into a young lady that you are today. We remember your first steps, your first words, your first day of school, and somehow we're already here.
You've worked hard, stayed true to yourself, and carried your light through every challenge. And now you step forward with strength, resilience, kindness, and the quiet confidence that makes you you.
So your high school diploma is just a paper, but what it stands for is the late nights, the small victories, the growing. Those are your forever. Keep your heart open and your spirit steady. We may not walk every step with you from here, but we will always be your biggest fan. Watching you graduate feels like watching a dream come true. A dream that began the day you were born. From bedtime stories to scraped knees, to late night study sessions and prom pictures, every step of your journey has been a gift to witness. You have grown into someone more wonderful than we ever imagined, kind, wise, and determined. We know the world is lucky to have you. As you turn this page and begin the next chapter, never forget where you came from and never stop being who you are.
We thank God for giving you strength when things were hard, for giving you wisdom when choices had to be made, and for giving you courage when fear crept in. We We thank him for the doors he opened and even for the ones he closed, because each step shaped the strong, brilliant, and compassionate young lady you are today. So always remember, no matter how far you go, God walks with you. Fix your eyes on him, trust in his timing, lean on his wisdom, and never forget that you are deeply loved, not just by us, but by the one who created you for a purpose greater than you can imagine. Congratulations, Ashu. We love you to infinity and beyond and beyond. Thank you.